took them somewhere. They're just gone. Disappointment, joy, and learning. It's all a part of the garden process. Since this is my second year actually having a garden and growing food, I can say this from experience. You will have disappointment and joy and a major learning experience. So come on with me and I'll tell you what I'm talking about today. And I'll show you some of my disappointments. And I'll show you some of my joy. And I'll definitely tell you what I've learned. Grab the wheelbarrow. I've got some things I have to do with the wheelbarrow. Not that I want to do it, but I have to do it. This makes my heart hurt. But I guess it's just all part of the gardening experience. Squash bugs. I've taken out all 4 of my zucchini plants. My joy is I did get to harvest about 4 zucchinis. But it's just, they're completely gone. So I got to get those out of the garden. And my acorn squash. What it looks like when the squash bugs have gotten, and the vine borers. Sad, isn't it? Ew. This brings me joy. I started a Cherokee squash. Started it about 5 days ago. And look at it, it's already germinated and coming up real good. I'll be able to put it out in the garden very soon. Watermelon, same thing. Started germinating about 5 days ago, or I planted it about 5 days ago. It's germinated really well, and it's gonna have an awesome start. Hopefully I'll be able to get it in the garden before the end of January. And while I'm in the greenhouse, I just have to show you my pretties. I harvested seeds from these last year, and they're just looking awesome. And look at little Missy there. She's got one flower just standing up straight on top of her head. Miss Petunia alfalfa. And my little coleus and sunflower container that I decided to put in the greenhouse is looking really good. It's time to sit down and have some water. I went into my shop and washed off my arms and my face and got all the creepiness off of me. I don't know, you might think I'm creepy. Anyway, so I want to talk to you. You saw the disappointment, right? So the beauty, though, I remember planting all those things right after Mother's Day. And for 2 months, May, June, July, because this is almost mid-July, so it's had 2 full months to grow. And I just remember the joy that I had just watching it grow, watching the big leaves, and I could see it from my front porch, I could see it from my back porch, and that just gave me so much joy. I was able to harvest about 3 zucchini, which I didn't get any last year, so that was thrilling. Anyway, that's what I learned. I learned that it doesn't take zucchini and squash and acorn very long at all to start producing fruit. Now, watermelon is a different thing. I might not even get a harvest. As soon as those are big enough, I'm gonna find a spot and get them in the dirt. I have not been able to hardly even get up because my knee, for whatever reason, decided to just be excruciating pain and wouldn't allow me to even get outside, go down the steps. So this morning it was hurting pretty good, so I didn't get out and do anything this morning, but I had some pain patches on my knee and it felt really, really good to come out and do the work that you saw me do. It's feeling pretty good out here now that I'm not so sweaty and hot and the breeze is blowing. It's probably about 5:30 in the evening, and I just wanted to tell you a few more things about what I've learned. I love the bungee cords for tying up things. It just makes it so much easier than trying to get in there and tie individually. So I will probably always use it. And also next year, I think that I'm going to do at least one bed with some kind of pest prevention. I'm not sure what that would be right now. We do have like 7 dust and diatomaceous earth. I was very, very unhappy with the neem oil, so I have not even used it one bit this summer. But the neem oil, I don't know if I did it wrong or what, but I saturated the plants and stuff in the evening time when the sun wasn't on it, but that didn't seem to stop it from just burning them up the next morning. Even though I did have a pretty good harvest last year, some of my plants just looked terrible after the neem oil. So if I can put the diatomaceous earth or maybe the 7 dust in the dirt and mix it up before spring, before even planting, amend it somehow, I might try that at least on one bed. My cucumbers are looking awesome, but as I was reviewing some of the people that I watch, you have to be careful about cucumber beetles. I've never heard of a cucumber beetle, so I'm hoping that all my cucumbers turn out okay. I don't have anything on them, no prevention, no pesticides, nothing on these 4 beds out here, which is my main food gardens. Up front in my 2 square flower beds, I did put some sweet pumpkins and they're just gone. I mean, like, the plant is gone, the leaves are gone, everything's gone. Like something pulled it up out of the pots and took them somewhere. They're just gone. So I don't know what happened to those. Now out by the greenhouse, I have another zucchini plant that I haven't even looked at tonight. I'll look at that probably next week or in the next couple of days. I do have some harvesting that I need to do in the garden. Yay! I have green beans and some cucumbers that will be ready to pick and bring in and eat. It just feels good to be outside. So you guys, until next time, go out and enjoy life. Accept the disappointments, learn from them, and you'll see all the joy there is to get.